Welcome everyone. Uh, this is LMS Karnataka, Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. Um, we are dealing with engineering graphics. This is module 2 and session number 3. We move on to the next chapter, projection of plane surfaces. How to define a plane? A plane is a two-dimensional geometrical entity having length and breadth, but negligible thickness. So that is the one of the way to define a plane. What are the plane surfaces which we deal in projection of plane surfaces? This is a chapter. Again, we consider only the first quadrant, where we are standing in front of VP and we put the object between the observer and the plane of projection. But there is a methodology which we are adopting. Of course, there are two methodologies normally adopted in projection of plane surfaces. One is the change of position method, the other one is auxiliary method. We adopt the change of position method. I will show you how to use this method. We don't adopt the auxiliary method, that is for your kind consideration. What are the planes that we deal? So we deal with triangle, we deal with square, rectangle, pentagon, hexagon, and circle, of course. What are all these things? These are all polygons. So specifically speaking, these are all regular polygons. That means all the sides are equal, of course, except the rectangle. The triangle, pentagon, hexagon, circle, even circle is a polygon, of course. Let us see how to consider these planes with respect to horizontal plane and the vertical plane. We keep this with respect to both HP and VP. And there are two important aspects. So one is the surface inclination. It can be inclined to either HP or VP. It can be any those things. These things are very, very important. To what plane it is inclined, that's the fundamental consideration which you have to make. And it can stand on, these are all imaginary things. It can stand on one of its edge or one of its corner. Because if you look at other than a circle, whether you consider triangle or rectangle or a square or pentagon, they have only edges or corners. So that means these two are important aspects of any polygon. We consider these two things, the either edge or corner. It can stand on, or it can rest on edge, or it can rest on corner. So you have to understand that either edge or corner. So what are the two aspects? One is whether it is resting on edge or resting on corner, which we have to consider, because that is how we start with. Otherwise, if you don't understand these two concepts, you will never be able to solve. And what the other important concept? How much angle it is making, and with what spaces it is making. Okay. So, what is the methodology we adopt? We always adopt the change of position method. We don't adopt auxiliary method. So, the concept of resting on edge or corner, I have already told you. Then the inclination, what the surface with which it is inclined, that is the plane of projection that we have to consider. So the concept of apparent angle, or the apparent or true edges, and the imaginary lines, like when we deal with these planes, diagonals, median, diameter, etc., etc. So will also be considered while drawing that. So there will be three positions: change of position method, the first position, second position, and the third position. In the first position, we keep simply either on horizontal plane or vertical plane. Whether we have to keep it on horizontal plane or vertical plane is a matter of concept. And then how to give the inclination in the first position itself, in the second position, that's very, very important. So all these concepts we can understand only by solving the problem. No amount of theory will suffice for whoever it is or whatever the subject, especially in case of engineering drawing. It's very, very difficult to understand until it is done practically. So we try to understand all these three important concepts So the concept of resting on the edge or corner, the concept of surface inclination, and the concept of apparent or true edges, whatever it is. So dealing with imaginary lines like diagonals and median. So we will take up these issues while solving the problem. Okay. So here in front of you, one of the problem from the question bank, an isosceles triangle, which is nothing but in the form of plate, triangular plate of negligible thickness, as base 25 mm and altitude, that is the height 35 mm. It is so placed on the HP such that its front view is seen as equilateral triangle of 25 mm sides. That is parallel to VP and inclined to HP at 45 degree. Right top and front views also determine the inclination of the plate with the reference plane. Now I will tell you how to do it. See, first of all, when you go through the problem, read the problem once. And the next thing is note down certain important aspects. What is the plane you deal with? Here it is isosceles triangle. Immediately it should come to your mind, and you should also have the idea of constructing the isosceles triangle, right? So it's very easy, nothing to worry about it. Anyway, and you should also consider what is the surface inclination and whether it is resting on edge or corner. So these are the three important aspects. Now, don't worry about this. Anyway, I am trying to explain the entire change of position method. Here, three positions are shown. The first position is the leftmost sketch, where there is a front view and the top view. The front view is in true shape and the top view is a line. What is the idea? So it is given that how to consider this, whether to consider construct the front view as a true shape or the top view as a true shape and draw the opposite view. So this is a very tricky situation. You must give attention to this. You see here, if you read the problem, what is changing? Isosceles triangle is becoming actually equilateral triangle. That means the surface is making inclination with VP. So I repeat, whenever a plane is inclined to any plane of projection, then keep that plane on that plane of projection. If the triangular lamina is making inclination with VP, keep that plane, the triangle, on VP, so that you get the true shape, so that you can start doing, you can start drawing. If it is inclined to HP, the surface, what I mean is surface, not any other inclination. So always observe the surface inclination, and to whichever plane of projection it is inclined, then keep the surface on that plane. That is the idea. Okay, here it is making, the surface is making some inclination with VP, so you keep that. That means don't draw even an XY line initially. Simply construct an isosceles triangle over here like this. Why you have to consider like this? So that is the next item. It is resting on one of the edge, which is parallel to VP. So here edge is important. It is going to rest on edge. That is A dash C dash over here. That should be on the left hand side. So it is only the idea or the customary to draw whether edge or corner on which it is resting on the left hand side. So fundamentally speaking, you can even draw on the right side, but tilting will become in the opposite direction. Anyway, don't get confused. You just follow what I say. Whether it is resting on edge or corner, that should be on the left hand side. That is how we have to consider. Where to construct, how to construct, these are the two important aspects. So where to construct will be decided by angle of inclination, and how to construct will be depending upon whether it is resting on edge or corner. Okay. So you simply construct the isosceles triangle over here and name them always it is named as because it is front view A dash B dash C dash, but in the anti-clockwise direction. And at any given distance, there is no distance given, so you can assume at convenient distance you draw a line, and you know that when you are looking from the top, so it is going to be B, and only A dash can be seen in the top view, but not C dash. So that is why it is shown within the of course this should not be shown as C dash. It is wrong over here. It is not done good. So it is AC. Okay. So anyway, so these mistakes are there. Anyway, I will correct. Don't worry about that. This is simply ABC in the top view. So this is the first position is over. This first position, creating the first position is very important. If you make or if you commit mistake over here, the entire solution is going to be wrong. And if it is given 25 marks or 30 marks, whatever it is in the examination, you will get just 10% if the one of the view is correct. That too, it depends on the evaluator. So that means, so you will not get the rest of the marks. So be careful in the projection of planes, as well as even solid, the rule goes the same way. First position is so vital. That means understanding the concept is vital than anything else. So we move on to second position. The second position, what we have done is we have constructed the equilateral triangle, because it is given in the problem that in the second position is equilateral triangle. Simply construct. What is remaining same is A dash C dash, because that is the edge on which it is resting. So simply consider this A dash C dash as it is, and then you know that this is going to be 25 mm, and you take that 25 mm and draw two arcs where it is going to be B dash, and join the rest of the edges, that is A dash B dash and C dash B dash, and make it as the front view. This is the second position view. And why isosceles triangle became the equilateral triangle? Because it is resting on one of its edge A dash A dash, and it is making some degree with VP. That is why it is no more into shape. It is distorted. But what is the angle with which it is making? So that can be obtained, or that can be seen in the top view. So you simply project its front view, A dash C dash, and B dash, we do not know where it lies, but simply project it, and you consider the point A dash C dash, and you measure this, the top view length from the previous position, and use the same length over here, and cut the projector from the B dash in the front view to the top view, and you will get this point B, and join AB over here, or nothing but CB, and that you have to make it tick. All the views should be, whether it is apparent or true, so should be drawn with 0.4 mm. That you always remember, and measure this angle. This is the angle made by the plane with the VP, which is shown in HP, and because of this angle 52 degree, it has been distorted from isosceles to equilateral. So we are already done with second position. So in the third position, we know that this triangular shape is at an angle, because the edge on which it is resting is A dash A dash, is actually making, is it in true length? You must always question, because this is true inclination what has been given, 45 degrees to HP. Inclination with HP always should be taken on VP. If you consider this as a line, forget about the plane, consider A dash C dash as a line. Is it in true length? Yes, it is in true length. What is the inclination? Inclination with HP should be taken on VP. So 45 degree is true inclination. So A dash C dash is drawn in such a way that it is at 45 degree. Now you have to reconstruct this triangle, equilateral triangle. So you just take A dash as center, A dash B dash as radius, and draw an arc. Similarly C dash as center, and then C dash B dash as radius, draw another arc. Wherever it intersects, you get the B dash, and you complete the triangle. And what you get is the triangle, equilateral triangle, in such a way that one of its edge A dash C dash So he is making 45 degree. This is the final position, and in this condition, you have to draw or obtain its corresponding top view. So one by one, you have to draw the projector. You draw A dash, and then from A dash you draw the vertical projector. From A, in the second position, you draw horizontal projector. Wherever it meets, that is going to be A, the new position in the final, final method. So similarly, you get the corresponding B over here and corresponding C over here, and you join all these A, B, C with the thick line, and this is going to be the final position of the triangle, which is making 52 degree surface inclination is 52 degree, and the edge on which it is resting is also making 45 degree. So this is the final position. So I will show you anyway practically how to draw. So then you will really understand, and we can deal with the rest of the problems. So there are two more problems I have considered. Problem number 2 from the question bank, which is an equilateral triangular lamina of 25 mm sides resting on one of its sides on HP, and the lamina makes 45 degree, and one of its median is inclined at 40 degrees to VP. Draw its projection. We will see how to solve in the lab session. And problem number 34 I have considered. This is hexagonal lamina, 30 mm side, and its surface is making 60 degree with HP, and one of its sides on which it is resting is touching both the reference planes, and draw the projections. So both the problems we will solve in the next lab session, and for the time being, so it is thank you from Mahadevaya, and thank you one and all. So this takes you to the end of this third session about projection of plane surfaces. Thank you very much.